I'm here as the British Ambassador. I've been British Ambassador in Thailand for over 3 years. Every year we celebrate the birthday of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, and that's usually done in June, about the first week of June. This year, because of the situation in Bangkok in May, when things were looking fairly uncertain and it was difficult to move around in central Bangkok, we decided to postpone the plans that had been made to celebrate the Queen's birthday in actually the Hyatt Erawan Hotel, which was in the middle of the register zone, to postpone it to September. And I got the permission of Buckingham Palace for that. But we also decided to do two other things, which is to celebrate not only in Bangkok, which we did on the 14th of September, and we had about 1,000 guests, including the Prime Minister, several Privy Councillors, ministers, senior police and military, and leading business people, as well as the British community. And Martin Carpenter joined us as one of our honorary consuls. We also celebrated in Chiang Mai on Friday, what's that, the 24th, and we'll be celebrating here in Phuket tonight. That's because we've had tremendous support from the business community who have sponsored all the events. So no taxpayers, British taxpayers' money has been used. It's been a question of what was good for them. And they feel it's well worth being associated. So Martin has been successful in garnering sponsorship here, and we've also had it from Bangkok, but that money is actually from Bangkok-based British business that we've given Martin a bit of help. We hope to have around 200, 250 guests. Over 250. There will be a mixture of senior Thai officials, like the governor or his representative, or people from the mayor's office, MPs, policemen, and so on. But I think first and foremost, the British community here, which is quite numerous, difficult to estimate certainly, but probably running into about 5,000 or so, who are living here, some retired, some working here. And I'm sure they will be find the event an enjoyable one. I hope so. It's going to be held at the Blue Elephant restaurant this evening. So that's really why I've come down to Phuket, but it's also an opportunity to meet people informally at the party, to find out what's going on here, how is tourism here, how's the economy doing, what are the main problems that there may be here. We're speaking to the local MP across the pond to find out his views. And I try and come down to Phuket at least once a year. It's one of our key centres for British tourists and British residents, of which obviously Bangkok is the most important one, but we have a network of honorary consuls, of which Martin is one in Phuket, one in Chiang Mai, one in Pattaya, and one in Koh Samui. And they all have probably a slightly different sort of makeup of British residents and British tourists. Probably here it tends to be a little bit more affluent, to be honest, with the cost of property and cost of hotels and so on. So that's basically what the purpose is. Shall I just say a few quick facts about the British-Thai relationship to perhaps just put it into context? We are privileged to have a close relationship between our two royal families. It's important in Thailand. The longest reigning monarch in the world is King Bhumibol Adulyadej. The second longest is Queen Elizabeth. And there have been regular visits. King Bhumibol visited the UK officially twice. and our Queen has been here twice for state visits, and there are innumerable exchanges of the royal family. Prince Andrew comes to Thailand quite regularly, Crown Prince, Princess Surendran, and so on, go to the UK. Number two, I'd say are the people contacts are very important. We have getting close to 1 million Brits visiting Thailand every year. We had, I think it's just short of 900,000 last year. They are mainly tourists, but not exclusively. A lot of business people as well. And in the other direction, probably about certainly well over 50,000 Thais visiting the UK. And of those, about 5,500 are students. Education exchanges are extremely important part of our relationship. And we know the numbers of Thais that go because we know the number of visas we issue, which are running at record levels at the moment. We issue just short of about 45 to 50,000. And contrary to everyone's view, we actually refuse only a very small number of applications. The Thais tend to think we're always refusing visas, and it's very difficult to get a visa. We want people to go to Britain. So we actually issue 90% of those who apply. Only 10% are refused because problems with documentation, maybe some concern about the purpose of the visit. If it's tourism, it's going to be tourism. It's not tourism and find a job. But that's a small minority, and as I said, we want people to go, and they're going in record numbers actually. Having applications running at 600 a day at the moment at the MC, so we've had actually some problems in issuing them as quickly as we would wish. So that's an important component. The other very important component of our relationship is the trade and investment relationship, where our trade links with Thailand run to about $5 billion per year, mainly in favour of Thailand's exports to the UK, only about 2 to 1 actually. Investment is very important, and we are proud to be the biggest investor from the EU in Thailand, and we have investments which are estimated at about $8 billion. The largest of them is Tesco, which has 650 stores and 36,000 employees, and has its biggest operation outside the UK here in Thailand, and does a lot to put money back into the economy, both through encouraging exports from Thailand. Tesco exports from Thailand 11 billion baht a year. So that's a figure that's not always appreciated. And it also does a lot on the corporate social responsibility side, like planting 9 million trees in Thailand. Then we also have a lot on the oil and gas side. We have BG, which used to be called British Gas, which is a very big investor in the Gulf of Thailand. Investments valued at about £1 billion. And we have the banks like Standard Chartered, HSBC, Barclays, and so on. Triumph Motorbikes makes half its production here in Thailand, and is doing very, very well. So quite a diverse component. In the other direction, I'm very pleased to say that Thai investment into the UK is increasing, and it's been one of my objectives for that to happen. We've just had 2 big deals that have gone through. One is the purchase of John West salmon as part of a stable of fish products by a company called, I think, TUF at the time. That's just gone through. And another one that is in the process of going through is the investment by the Thai steel company SSI in the northeast of Britain, near in the Middlesbrough area purchased a blast furnace for $500 million. £500 million, sorry. $500 million, sorry, $500 million. So that's very important because that will preserve about 1,000 jobs up there in an area hard hit by unemployment. So a lot going on, I think, in our relationship, and it's been, I mean, there's a lot of other aspects I could talk about, climate change. Well, sports, I better get football in somewhere. Particularly pleased that the links between Thailand and football and the UK and the football side are increasing actually in a commercial way. We've just had the purchase of Leicester City by King Power, who are now also the sponsors of that. Chang Beer has long been the official shirt sponsor of Everton, and Sing Beer has recently become the official beer served at Chelsea and Manchester United. One of my jobs is to campaign for England to be the host of the 2018 World Cup. And Thailand is one of the 24 members of the executive committee that decide. It's Warawi Makuri, who is the president of Thai FA, who I know well, and he has a vote for Thailand, and I hope very much he votes for England to host that event in 2018. It would be a fantastic celebration of football, and we believe we have the best bid. It's likely to go to a European country. There's quite obviously competition from Spain, Russia and so on. But we believe we have technically the best bid, the best stadium. We can make a big success of the World Cup as the South Africans do. But that's to play for, and that will be decided on the 2nd of December. We'll have to find our bid and persuade Warawi to vote for it. But that's it. So I think that sums up, I think, what I'd like to start.
On that last point, is it, regardless of that vote, will the England team still come to Bangkok to play?
Thank you very much for reminding me of that. That's
June
plan
next year.
It's been announced as June next year for the England national team, a match in Bangkok. So that's been announced. So I'm hoping that we'll go decide. So that's the current plan. It will depend a bit on the political situation remaining calm, for instance.
Could you persuade them to come down here for a little kick around, or?
Well, they might. I don't know how long they'll be in Thailand for, actually. But some people have got. I think some of the footballers have got business interests in Thailand, actually. Joe Cole had something. They're not even football members who are here. Who are here. Joe Cole. I think there's some investment, I think, in Thailand. So they might do, but who knows? I can't, unfortunately, give you the details of that yet.
But you know the Albion manager also be here in Phuket? Rob Timotea?
Is he?
Yeah. In
I
Katu?
didn't know.
Serenity Residences.
Really?
Serenity Residences.
In Katu.
Katu.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Well, that's a very interesting piece of information, thank you. Did he come down here?
He came a couple of months ago.
He came for the handover of the key,
Really?
big gold key.
Right.
So it's a bit of a publicity coup as well.
Right, don't use
Having
that
him
word
as an
coup.
agent.
Don't use the word coup. Oh, I missed out there, actually. I'd love to have met him, actually. He's doing very well. Okay, well, I'll send a message. What was the name of the place again?
Serenity Residences.
Serenity
Residences in Katu.
Katu.
Katu, K-A-T-H-U.
Okay. Not fine. Thank you. Good. I hope he's flying the tour.
He said he might bring the team, didn't he?
Did
He
he?
did, yeah.
Did you say that? I talked to the chair of West Brom because I'd like them to get, to get an Asian fan club, actually. I mean, they're playing great football, and there's quite a lot of sponsorship interest, actually, from companies, Thai companies in Premiership clubs. So I wouldn't be surprised if another sponsor comes forward soon. Okay, well, thank you very much for that. My visit has been worthwhile.